Olá, bom dia, sejam bem-vindos e bem-vindas ao 8º IoVoice, que é o concurso cultural de discursos da cultura inglesa. O IoVoice foi criado em 2014 e agora chega na sua 8ª edição em formato totalmente digital e com uma premiação muito especial. Vocês verão aqui na competição alunos da cultura inglesa dos estados de São Paulo, Santa Catarina, Bahia, Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande do Sul, Distrito Federal, Goiás, Tocantins e Espírito Santo. E esses alunos são dos níveis de inglês básico, intermediário e avançado. E qual é o objetivo da cultura inglesa com esse evento? Valorizar a importância da comunicação oral no mundo, preparar o aluno da cultura inglesa para expressar suas ideias com segurança em público, propiciar a esse aluno da cultura inglesa um momento muito especial de pesquisa e de troca cultural com seus pares, e, por fim, mas não menos importante, valorizar o aluno da cultura inglesa que deseja ser um agente transformador do mundo a partir do compartilhamento das suas ideias. Nesta edição, nós recebemos mais de 1.500 inscrições, pessoal. E na primeira fase do concurso, os candidatos tiveram que enviar o seu discurso em vídeo. Os discursos foram avaliados pelo nosso time de jurados e 475 alunos e alunas passaram para as quartas de final. Como vocês devem lembrar, quem tem acompanhado aqui a gente, nas quartas de final, eles apresentaram aqui ao vivo os seus discursos. E agora nós temos 160 candidatos que passaram para essas semifinais que vocês estão prestes a assistir. Bom, tudo isso discursando em inglês, né, gente? Falando em público, numa língua que não é a deles, não é a língua materna. Então, isso não é pouca coisa. Então, por isso, todos que já estão aqui são grandes vencedores, né? E com certeza já superaram seus medos, superaram a sua capacidade de falar em público, a sua oratória, a sua capacidade de argumentação, e certamente evoluíram muito no seu processo de preparação para chegarem até aqui. Bom, a dinâmica de hoje será a mesma das quartas de final. Então, eu vou apenas repassar algumas informações e algumas das principais regras, ok? Primeira coisa, vocês que estão aí assistindo na plataforma do IoVoice, por favor, interajam conosco. Essa interação é muito importante. Vocês podem torcer pelo seu candidato ou pela sua candidata através do chat e também podem fazer posts nas redes sociais aqui da plataforma. Ele fica no menu aqui da sua esquerda, tudo bem? Bom, ao se inscrever, os candidatos escolheram um time do qual gostariam de participar. Nós temos 8 times participantes, representados pelos 8 grandes oradores que vocês acabaram de ver na nossa vinheta de abertura. Nessa sessão agora, temos candidatos dos times Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, Greta Thunberg e Nelson Mandela, todos concorrendo juntos a 3 vagas por categoria na grande final. Próxima informação, né, para a gente reforçar aqui. Ao se inscreverem, eles foram divididos em 9 categorias diferentes, claro que de acordo com o seu nível de inglês. Então, cada candidato concorre, portanto, somente com aqueles que estão inscritos na mesma categoria. Nesta sessão em específico, primeiro nós teremos os candidatos da categoria 5 e depois os candidatos da categoria 6. As regras de duração e número de perguntas são as mesmas para essas 2 categorias. Então, eu vou repassar essas regras com vocês. Bom, cada categoria também tem um tempo de duração de discurso diferente. A duração estipulada para os discursos das categorias 5 e 6 é de 2 minutos para cada candidato. Claro que há uma margem de tolerância. Então, os candidatos dessas categorias precisam apresentar um discurso que dure entre 1 minuto e meio e 2 minutos e meio. Nós temos aqui um timekeeper, que é o Alexandre, e ele controlará a duração de cada apresentação. E ele vai fazer soar um sinal como este. Alexandre, pode mostrar para a gente? Obrigada, Alexandre. Para alertar o candidato sobre a duração do seu discurso. Então, quando o Alexandre vai tocar esse sinal? Primeiramente, quando o candidato tiver atingido 1 minuto e meio. Então, não é para o candidato parar, isso é importante ressaltar. É só para ele entender que ele já atingiu 1 minuto e meio e precisa ali começar a controlar o seu tempo. Depois, o Alexandre vai tocar o sino quando o candidato tiver atingido 2 minutos. Não é para parar, caso seu discurso não tenha acabado, claro. E ele vai tocar pela terceira vez o candidato tiver ultrapassado o limite máximo, que é de 2 minutos e meio. Tá? Aí sim, com 2 minutos e meio é importante parar. Por quê? Se o candidato terminar o seu discurso antes de 1 minuto e meio, ou se ele ultrapassar esses 2 minutos e meio, ele poderá ser penalizado na avaliação dos nossos jurados. Tá? Uma outra questão importante. Ao término de cada apresentação, os candidatos vão responder a perguntas e cada categoria também possui uma regra específica a esse respeito. No caso das categorias 5 e 6, os candidatos responderão 2 perguntas dos nossos jurados, e a duração máxima de resposta para cada pergunta é de 1 minuto. Um detalhe importante: caso o candidato não inicie a sua resposta em até 10 segundos, ele perde a chance de responder, tá? E vou pedir de novo que a plateia interaja conosco. Como eu disse, a participação de vocês é muito importante. Não só postando na nossa rede social, como também torcendo aqui pelo candidato ou pela candidata favorita, mas também ajudando a gente a escolher o melhor candidato, claro que na opinião do público. Então, ao término de cada categoria, nós vamos colocar aqui no chat um link para que você possa votar no seu candidato favorito. E o candidato ou candidata, né, eleito ou eleita pelo público, já vai ganhar um reader digital da NetGeo, tá? Outro detalhe, e aí eu peço para os candidatos manterem a calma, porque é um momento muito importante, respirem fundo e pensem somente no discurso de vocês estão bastante preparados, mas pode acontecer da conexão cair, né? Estamos aqui lidando com a tecnologia. Não se preocupem, nós seguiremos com as apresentações e daremos uma nova oportunidade para esse candidato, né, retomar sua conexão e se apresentar novamente depois do último candidato. Aqui estão nossos jurados e juradas, Lécio, Lua, Lucas e Mara. Obrigada pela presença de vocês. E esses jurados e essas juradas avaliarão os discursos e se reunirão após a apresentação de todos os candidatos e todas as candidatas para definir quem passa para a etapa seguinte. E hoje temos uma novidade, pessoal. Os candidatos e as candidatas que forem classificados para a final ficarão um pouquinho mais conosco após o término do evento, porque eles receberão um feedback super valioso desses jurados, dessas juradas, para eles poderem se aprimorar ainda mais para a nossa grande final, tá? Então, eu agora vou pedir para os candidatos e as candidatas fazerem uma pose para a nossa tradicional foto. Vamos tirar aqui um print dessa tela repleta de candidatos e candidatas cheios de talento e de boas ideias para dividir com a gente. Vamos lá, pessoal, para a nossa foto tradicional? Oi? Perfeito, maravilhoso, gente. Então agora eu vou... Está chegando o nosso grande momento, né? De começarmos aí a ouvir esses discursos inspiradores. Então agora eu vou convidar a Fernanda, que vai fazer um rápido sorteio, que vai definir a ordem de apresentação desses candidatos e dessas candidatas nas 2 categorias. Fernanda?
Oi, Paula, obrigada. Oi, gente. Vou compartilhar minha tela, tá? E a gente vai fazer esse sorteio aqui ao vivo. Então, aqui a gente tem os nomes das candidatas e candidatos da categoria 5, em ordem alfabética, tá? E eu vou embaralhar a lista para a gente ver como é que fica. E então, ficará assim. A primeira a se apresentar será a Maria Beatriz, depois o Luan, Marisa, a Júlia, o Theo, Máximo, Gabriela, Victor e Flora, tá bom? Não se preocupem em anotar essa ordem que a Paula vai chamando um por vez. E aqui, os candidatos e candidatas da categoria 6, em ordem alfabética, e vamos também embaralhar a lista. E a ordem de apresentação da categoria 6 será Larissa, Maria Eduarda, Otávio, Ana Beatriz, João, Mariana, Isadora, Elaine, Maria Eduarda e Lívia. Tá bom? Eu desejo uma ótima apresentação para vocês e que vocês se divirtam. Paula? Oi, Paula. Acho que você está com o mic desligado.
Opa, desculpa, estou aqui de volta. Perfeito, Fernanda. Então, vocês viram aí que nós vamos seguir a ordem do sorteio. Primeiramente, nós teremos os candidatos e as candidatas da categoria 5. E aí, seguindo a ordem do nosso sorteio, a nossa primeira candidata é a Maria Beatriz Boris Campos. Maria Beatriz, você está aí conosco?
Estou aqui.
Ok, Maria Beatriz, pronta para começar seu discurso?
Sim, posso começar?
Okay. Sim, over to you.
Hi there, I'm Maria, and it's great to be here. Well, today I'm going to talk about the theme we expect too much from our heroes. Heroes, who are they? According to Cambridge Dictionary, a hero is a person marked for bravery, great achievements, good qualities, or the main character of a story, play, or movie. That being stated, we can also ask what heroes do. During my research on the theme, I realized a pattern. No matter the approach, every hero has obstacles and they need to overcome them in order to complete a task. And that's what heroes do, overcome obstacles. And if you think about it, maybe because of that, sometimes people forget that heroes are humans too. They can fail and end up expecting too much from them. Nowadays, everything seems so unstable and chaotic that we start wondering, can one hero change all that? The answer is no. However, there is not only one hero, and besides, we, the society, can help them. One person can do a lot, but what about a group of people? If everyone gets together and help the heroes, we can create a better world. In my opinion, heroes are those who shows us the path, but each one of us are the ones who can really make a difference. And here I quote Greta Thunberg, I have learned you are never too small to make a difference. Well, to give you a personal example, once I noted that in my school, the students were tossing their trash in the wrong recycle bins. So I did a chart to remind them of the right thing to do and asked the school coordinator to place it on my classroom wall. By that small gesture, I felt that I helped the heroes who fight for the environment. So here is my final question. Do you expect too much from your heroes? If the answer is yes, here comes my suggestion. Try helping your heroes, not only relying on them. Thank you.
Obrigada, Maria Beatriz. Bom, então agora a Maria Beatriz vai responder a duas perguntas dos nossos jurados.
Okay, Maria Beatriz, at present, who do you consider your favorite hero?
Hi, well, thanks for the question. In fact, I guess I have many heroes, but I can say about one that is my aunt, that she's not only a great hero for me because she always helped me with different things, but also a hero for society because she's a psychologist and helps people going through difficult situations. So I consider that she's a great hero. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I? Can I ask a question? Maria Beatriz?
Hi, yes.
Maria Beatriz, hello. Thanks for your speech. You mentioned the chaos in the world nowadays. Um, what do you consider the most chaotic problem that we've been facing right now?
Wow, that's an interesting question. I guess we can say many things, but I think that mostly the respect, because when we are not respectful with each other, we cannot think about human rights or maybe things about the environment, because the first thing is we to respect the other's opinion, and then we can start thinking about saving the world in no matter the way, the aspect that we're uh, facing. So I guess that's it, because when we respect others' opinion, we can get together and really change the world, because we see different points of view. So I guess that's the most chaotic thing that is in the world, is that we're not respecting the other's ideas. So I guess that's it. Thank you.
Thanks for your answer.
Ótimo, então obrigada, Maria Beatriz, obrigada aos jurados pelas perguntas. Então, agora nós temos um candidato, seguindo a ordem de sorteio, e ele é o Luan Medeiros. Olá, Luan, tudo bem?
Hello, good morning. I'm Luan, 15 years old, from Categorias.
Morning.
My heroes.
Ready? Are you ready to start?
Yes. Started. All right. Hello, good morning. I'm Luan, 15 years old, from Categorias. And my heroes are my mother and my friend. What I hope from them is to be there for me in the necessary moment. Not just like in the movies when we're in trouble, but also because sometimes we can be dangerous for ourselves. So it's important to have people around us who make us feel better and comfortable. My mom is my hero because I could see her fighting every single day for my education, for my mental health, for my health in general. And she's always there for me when I need to improve on something. When I'm about to give up on something, for example, I had a project from school and I had to make a speech where I was really anxious, really nervous, and I was about to give up. But she told me that I couldn't just give up and go on. So she showed me that I could do this. And my friends are my hero because I can always talk to them when I'm having bad days, when I take bad grades at school. Uh, they help me to study for tests, and even when I have arguments, they are there for me. Especially my best friend, who is always around me. And one example is when my uncle died. He unfortunately died, and she spent almost the whole night typing me and talking and saying that she was there for me. For me, it's really important. And what I what I hope from these people is basically, as I said, to be there for me. She showed me that she would spend the whole night just to make me feel better and comfortable. So for me, it's something that I will not forget. Another kind of heroes for me in my life are my teachers. My Portuguese teacher who helped me when was having a anxious crisis, and she basically helped me the full year. I'm really great for this. For Nubia from Cultura, who helped me a lot with your voice. And we got to keep in mind that our heroes can also fail. But if they fail, they can, and if they fail, and if those people really deserve to be considered as our hero, they're going to apologize and move on. Uh, I cannot forget to talk about my uncle who had been there for me and helped me in the hardest moments. And my my other teachers, my other teachers who
Are you done?
what?
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So that's all. Thanks for listening.
Obrigada, Luan. Bom, agora o Luan vai responder 2 perguntas dos nossos jurados.
Hi, Luan.
Hello.
The topic for this year is we expect too much from our heroes. In your opinion, what is the problem of expecting too much from heroes?
Well, what the problem is, as I said, our heroes can also fail. So if we expect too much from a person, we cannot just hope that this person is always going to do something, the things right, that they are perfect, because they aren't perfect. But if they really deserve, we consider them as our heroes, they are going to apologize.
Thank you, Luan.
Hey, Luan.
Hello.
Thanks for your speech. Luan, I would like you to tell us what do you consider to be the most important thing that school teaches students?
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes. What's the most important thing that someone can learn at school?
I think something we can learn is to live in society, to respect the difference, to live with people that are not always agreeing to us. So it's something that living with, spending your day with other people, you can learn.
Thanks for your answer.
Obrigada. Bom, dando prosseguimento aqui e seguindo a ordem do nosso sorteio, temos agora uma candidata, que é a Marisa de Paula. Oi, Marisa, tudo bem?
Hi.
Tudo tranquilo?
Yeah.
Pronta para começar seu discurso? Então, over to
Yes.
you, Marisa.
Hi guys, my name is Marisa Mendes. I'm a +3 student and I'm representing Cultura Inglesa Teresópolis. Well, the topic of your voice this year is we expect too much from our heroes. And the first thing I think we need to clarify about this topic is what a hero really is and what does a hero represent to the people. Well, in a general way, a hero is someone or some character that in some point of your life made difference. So consequently, marked you for a long time or is still marking. And a clear example about this relation is when a little girl is going to fall off her bike and her dad ends up picking her up, so preventing her to get hurt. At this moment, her dad will become her superhero because every time he's around, she felt safety and hopeful. But do you really think her dad will be there for her every time she needed? We all know that in some point of our lives, we need to learn how to face problems alone. So, back into the example. If this little girl waited to have her dad with her every time she tried to learn how to ride her bike, maybe she won't do it ever. So, my idea today that I want to share is that us and this little girl need to learn how to be our own heroes. I know trusting and needing help is something human, and I'm not saying you need to stop doing that to be your hero. I'm just saying that you don't need to wait for this figure come and saves the day. You can find other ways to solve your problem by your own. You don't need to wear a cool outfit, fight enemies, or have superpowers to be your hero. You just need to take care of yourself when it's necessary. It's like they said, the best superhero is the one who has your name. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm glad to be here, and I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Obrigada, Marisa. Bom, agora 2 perguntas para a Marisa.
Hi, Marisa. Thank
Hello.
you for your speech. Marisa, how can someone learn to become a hero?
Well, I think to become, sometimes we are our own heroes without knowing. So I think it's a little bit difficult to say, but I would say that you can find the ways to be in harmony with your mind and your heart. And in this school too, you
can try to learn how to communicate and how to interact with each other, so you can be your hero and protect yourself to the things that are happening in the world. And is that you need to keep in harmony with your body, your mind, and your heart. So you will be your hero.
Thank you.
Okay. Marisa, how, do you expect one day you yourself to be a heroine?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Do you expect you yourself to be a heroine one day?
Well, I think this is a little bit difficult to happen because I'm a little bit shy, so I don't think I will like be a hero that is known by everybody. But I think with my small actions, I can be a hero like of my family or of my city by doing something to environment or helping other people and these small actions. But I think only this type of hero, not a known hero from like the world.
Okay, thank you.
Obrigada, pessoal. E aí, espero que estejam curtindo esses discursos. Eu estou curtindo a beça. E agora temos mais um. E a nossa próxima candidata é a Júlia Lucena. Olá, Júlia, tudo bem?
Hey, I'm here
Tudo bem? Preparada, Júlia?
already.
Ok, go ahead.
Well, good morning. I'm Julia, and today I'm going to talk about my hero. We have art in order not to die of the truth. The German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche said, at this quote, I totally agree with him, and I'll tell you why. Art has been my hero since I know myself as a person. It doesn't even matter the kind of art. Music, sculptures, films, all of them has saved me and many other people in different situations. At the quarantine, art was my shelter. I was isolated with my mom and dad, and as I can remember, the thing that most got us united was that every night we watched a movie together. Also, during the pandemic times, I remember that my dad used to paint a lot as a child, but as he grew older, he stopped. Then I helped him to reconnect with art and get back to the canvas. At that hardest time of our life, art was our hero. Art has saved me, my family, and thousands of other people during the history of humanity. And another vivid example of art as a savior is illustrated by the Brazilian psychiatrist Nise da Silveira, who used art as a remedy and cure for serious mental health problems, instead of using violent techniques like lobotomy and electrical shocks, for example. In 1946, she created an art workshop in the hospital where she worked and let all the patients use art resources to cure themselves. Isn't art powerful? At that time, art was definitely their hero. Well, I could stay here and name thousands of other reasons why art should be part of the Avengers, but if at the end of this speech you still ask me, well, but Julia, do you expect too much from art? I would say yes, because I know it will never disappoint me. Thank you.
Muito obrigada, Júlia. Então, agora, 2 perguntas para a Júlia, por favor.
Hello, Julia. Thank you for your speech. I would like for you to mention some artists, one or more, that inspired you as heroes.
Well, I think there is a lot and lots of artists that I really love and like, but if I could choose one, I would choose a friend of my family, which is called Paulo Vilela. He was a plastic artist that, not just because he was friends of me and my family, but he was such inspiring people, because even he didn't have all the greatest famous of like Van Gogh and Monet, for example, he always put love in his arts and always had me as inspiring. He always motivated me with my drawings and paintings, even though I was little, it's kind of bad. But yeah, he was always inspiration and always motivated me. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hello, Julia.
Hello.
Julia, which form of art do you think the schools should teach?
Well, thank you for the question. I'm gonna say that I don't think there is a specific one that schools should teach, because I think all the kinds of art can create a connection with the people. Everyone has its own special connection with art, you know. So I think art should be really teach in school with all the ways: music, showing documentaries and films, using drawings, painting since the childhood phase to the teenager, you know. So I think all kinds of art that can make you express what are you feeling and make you feel represented in this world, especially in school, which are so many people that you're living with, should be teaching in school, like as a really example of living in the out of the world.
Thank you, Julia. Paula.
Muito obrigada, Júlia. Muito obrigada às perguntas, né, aos jurados pelas perguntas. Então, seguindo a ordem do nosso sorteio, nós agora temos um candidato que é o Theo. Tudo bem, Theo?
Good morning, yes.
Theo, você consegue ajustar a sua câmera? Porque eu estou vendo você assim de lado.
Ah, sim, consigo sim.
Ah, agora sim, perfeito. Pronto para começar, Theo?
Sim.
Ok, over to you.
Okay, so according to the Cambridge Dictionary, the definition of a hero is a person who is admired or idealized for his courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. And I do agree with that, and a lot of people as well. But do all these people know how to identify the qualities on somebody? Well, many times people get blindfolded when it comes to the truth about the heroes who they admire, because they don't want to change the way they perceive them. They don't want to change heroes. Consequently, they put high expectations on them, their heroes, and then get disappointed when the person who they admire don't achieve their expectations, or even worse, when they do something that is completely wrong or unethical, just because they are famous, admired, or not even that, because they know they will get away with it. And people see that what the heroes have done, and they don't rethink the standards for a hero, and then end up defending them for what they've done, for what they've done. And I believe that this information may cause this, especially on young kids that are not able to search about the heroes they admire, and not actually being able to, but not wanting, because like I said before, people are ignorant. They don't want to change their opinions. So when it comes to us, to the people, since young, we need some guides from a person we admire, that we really like, that is more experienced, being our parents, and that is kind of a role model in our lives of what we want to be. That can inspire us to keep pushing forward, to getting through problems, and help you to choose new paths for improvements. So find someone that you can expect great things from them, but remember to not get blinded by their shining greatness, because people do change, and opinions as well. So be open-minded and don't ever be afraid to rethink your standards. So always think as yourself, what does it take to be a hero in your opinion?
Obrigada, Theo. Agora o Theo vai responder. Olá. Tá. Só lembrando da regrinha, pessoal, quando a gente não estiver falando, por favor, mantenham os seus microfones desligados, tá bom? Então, vamos seguir agora com as duas perguntas para o Theo. Já temos aqui 2 jurados com a mãozinha levantada querendo fazer pergunta. Então, Lucas, pode perguntar para o Theo.
Hi, Theo. Thank you for your speech. Theo, how do you react when you see your heroes fail?
Sometimes it usually depends on the fail, but when it's something that is really bad, I usually discuss and always think like, is that who they really are? Is that someone that I really want to admire? Because like sometimes I had some people that I admired, some famous people, that on the pandemic, they wouldn't act right and end up being ignorant about it. So instead of passar o pano, I rethink it. So if they are that like that always, or if it's just something of the moment. So yeah, I will think about it when I want to change fields.
Thank you, Theo.
Obrigada. Então, agora a Lua tem uma pergunta para você também, Theo.
Thank you for your speech. Would you like to be a role model for people?
Desculpa, Lua, não estou te ouvindo muito bem.
Theo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, sorry.
No, okay.
So much for your speech. Would you like to be a role model?
I would like to, but as well, I think it's a really big responsibility because people get to use you as a role model. You need to be like that perfect person that everyone likes. So it's kind of some pressure, but it would be great to inspire someone to get better and disinvolve their personality because of me, develop.
Thank you, Theo.
Obrigada, Theo, obrigada, Lua e Lucas, pelas perguntas. Bom, seguindo a ordem do sorteio, nós temos agora um candidato e ele se chama Máximo Honda. Tudo bem, Máximo? Máximo está aqui conosco? Deixa eu ver aqui na lista, vou chamar mais uma vez. Máximo. Bom, então, aparentemente, o Máximo não está aqui conosco, não tem problema. Vamos seguir com a ordem dos sorteios e lá no final, conforme a regra, vou chamar mais uma vez o Máximo, pode ser que ele chegue um pouquinho mais tarde. Bom, então, agora temos uma candidata, que é a Gabriela Freitas. Gabriela, você está aqui conosco?
Oi.
Tudo bem, Gabriela?
Uhum.
Pronta?
Sim.
So, over to you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Gabriela Freitas from I2, and today I'm going to talk about the illusion that some of our heroes create to us and we don't even realize it. Well, I think that for you to have a hero, you first need to know about him, not as an idol, but as a person and as an inspiration, not as a guy that is always successful and perfect. Well, it also can be, but you need to see his personal problems, his defects, things that show a really real hero and person. I mean, lots of people have their own heroes, and they illusion themselves with a person that is not seen as a hero for the others. And the huge fan forget to improve himself in based on his hero. And I know that most of the people has a hero, and honestly, I don't judge that. I always have my heroes. But here's my advice. Try to see who is the real one that is inspiring you. Can be a person that is very famous, or it can be someone from your family or friends. But other advice, don't forget to be you and not your hero. Thank you for your attention.
Obrigada, Gabriela. Então, agora a Gabriela vai responder duas perguntas. Já estou vendo aqui que o Lécio tem uma pergunta para a Gabriela.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hi.
In your speech, you talk about inspiration. Who inspires you nowadays?
My grandma, because she is not from São Paulo, and she did a lot of things to come here. And she inspired me because her story is very
difficult to understand, and it was difficult for her to live that story. So I think he's her.
Thank you very much, Gabriela. Mara.
Hey there, Gabriela.
Hi.
Okay, I have a question here. Do you believe our heroes may change as we grow old, and why does it happen?
Yes, because like we understand when they grow old, they understand more life, and when we grow old, we also understand our lives and our difficulties, and it makes us feel and understand and realize what is important and what we will do for our difficulties.
Okay, Gabriela, thank you.
You're welcome.
Obrigada, Gabriela. Obrigada, Mara e Lécio. Seguindo aqui, né, com a nossa semifinal, nós agora temos um candidato que é o Vitor Correia. Vitor está conosco? Deixa eu verificar na lista. O Vitor também não está aqui neste momento, então também chamaremos o Vitor no final. Então, vamos chamar a Flora, que é a próxima aqui na ordem do sorteio. Tudo bem, Flora? Já estou vendo a Flora aqui. Tudo bem, Flora?
Hello.
Pronta para
Can
começar
I
seu
start?
discurso?
Sure.
Sim?
So, hello, good morning. I'm Flora. So, we expect too much from our heroes. When I thought about this theme, a lot of stuff came in my head. It seems to me that we create sometimes expectations that are too idealistic. We tend to make assumptions, predict that something can be done. And everyone knows that is a path to frustration. A hero is nothing more than a symbol that makes us reflect onto what really matters, what we want to be. And we are always waiting someone to save us, no matter what the problem is. But in the end, the heroes end up being defeated and we return to reality. But we can't do that. Always waiting someone to touch our head. You are the hero. You are the hero because you care about someone. You are a hero because you keep believing that tomorrow will be a better day. You are the hero because you don't wait for a hero. You make the things happen. You are a hero because you don't wait for a hero. You are your own hero. Wake up and start now, make the difference. Thank you for your attention.
Muito obrigada, Flora. Bom, vamos ver quem quer fazer uma pergunta para a Flora. Temos aqui o Lucas.
Hi, Flora. Thank
Hi.
you for your speech. Flora, who would you like to be a hero to besides yourself?
Can you repeat, please?
Yes, sure. Who would you like to be a hero to?
So my mom, because she is inspiring me every day, being such a big human.
Thank you, Flora.
Okay. Hello, Flora.
Hello.
I have a question. If you could predict a next hero for your generation, yes, what kind of hero do you expect this one to be?
Kind of hero, a person who can respect other people, who care about someone, about a person that is different than him or her.
Okay, thank you.
Bom, muito obrigada. Então, aqui, vocês lembram que eu havia chamado 2 candidatos que não estavam aqui na hora da primeira chamada? Vou chamar de novo, atendendo ao nosso regulamento, tudo bem? Então, o primeiro candidato que foi chamado e não compareceu foi o Máximo Ronda, fazendo a segunda chamada, Máximo. Bom, o Máximo não está aqui conosco. E o outro candidato que foi chamado e não atendeu a primeira chamada foi o Vitor Correia. Vitor chegou? Também não. Bom, gente, que discursos inspiradores, né? Então, eu espero que a plateia esteja aí bastante animada, porque agora, antes de nós prosseguirmos com os candidatos e candidatas da categoria 5, nós vamos contar com a participação, né, de quem está aí assistindo a gente pelo streaming, né? Então, chegou aquele momento da plateia votar no seu candidato ou na sua candidata favorita. Lembrem-se que eu falei que esse candidato ou essa candidata, que vai ser escolhida ou escolhida pelo público, vai ganhar um prêmio, né? Lembrem-se que é um Reader da NetGeo. Então, esse prêmio é conhecido como Audience Choice. Estamos colocando aqui o link de votação já no chat. Então, é só um minutinho para vocês votarem, hein, pessoal? Gostaria de lembrar que esse link ele não é clicável, mas vocês podem copiar e colar no seu navegador ou ir direto para o navegador e digitar o link que está aí, tá? Se vocês conseguirem ver. Já conseguem ver? Então, podem copiar e colar ou digitar diretamente. Então, lembrando, esse candidato ou essa candidata, né, vencedor ou vencedora da Audience Choice, que é a escolha do público, vai ganhar esse Reader digital da NetGeo, que é um livro digital interessantíssimo, em inglês, relacionado ao nível de inglês dessa categoria. E eu aproveito para lembrar que essa escolha, esse prêmio, não tem a ver com a passagem direta para a final, tudo bem? Claro que a pessoa escolhida aqui pelo público pode também estar entre os 3 nomes anunciados pelos jurados. Aí sim essa pessoa vai para a final, tá? Então, bora aí votar, pessoal. Tudo bem? Então, a gente vai dar agora prosseguimento, né? Quem ainda não votou, aproveita agora. Para a gente ter assim, aquele momento bem especial no final dessa semifinal, nós não vamos anunciar agora quem foi o vencedor ou a vencedora, né? Segundo o público, vamos deixar tudo para o final. E vamos dar prosseguimento aqui, né? Nós já tivemos os candidatos e as candidatas da categoria 5, nesse primeiro bloco, e agora teremos os candidatos e as candidatas da categoria 6. Então, lembrando, teremos 3 nomes escolhidos pelos jurados da categoria 5 e um nome escolhido pelo público. Na categoria 6, que está prestes a começar a mesma coisa, tá bom? Então, seguindo aquela ordem do sorteio, lembre-se que Fernanda fez um sorteio lá no início. Na categoria 6, a primeira candidata é a Larissa de Andrade. Tudo bem, Larissa? Larissa está aqui conosco?
Estou sim.
Perfeito. Larissa, pronta para começar seu discurso?
Pronta.
Over to you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Larissa, and I imagine that you may have heard about Spider-Man. Yes. Among all of the big and small personalities in this world, I chose Spider-Man. Well, he was the most obvious choice. He's not just my hero, he's my superhero. And as a superhero, I always expect too much from him. I used to talk bad about the newest Spider-Man, saying that he was the first responsible Spider-Man, always committing the same blunder and acting without thinking. However, after having analyzed the whole situation, I actually criticize him because he deals with the world exactly I used to. In the first 2 movies, I saw him committing imbecile-like mistakes, which suffered major consequences. I thought he was just to stand up and deal with it, like the other Spider-Mans always did, but no. I watched him sit down, cry, and beg for help. At first, in my mind, I said he was incompetent. I belied him in every possible way. And minutes later, I realized that I was identical to him. And maybe that's the why I despised him so much. In the course of the three movies I watched, in the course of the three movies, my opinion of him has completely changed. I noticed that he was growing. He was discovering himself and the world. This time, he was not watching me mature. He was maturing with me. And when I heard for the third time, with great power comes great responsibilities, the phrase of my life took a totally different meaning. All this experience have shown me that I expect too much from my hero. I expect him to be different, to be better, to be less human than me. But time shows me again and again that we are more alike than I thought. Thank you.
Obrigada, Larissa. Então, já temos um jurado aqui querendo fazer uma pergunta para você. Lécio.
Hi, Larissa. You mentioned Spider-Man and the reasons you like him. You defended your idea very well. I would like you to name one superhero that for you represents like nothing.
A superhero who represents like nothing. Maybe Batman. Batman is terrible. Like, I really like Batman, the history at all, but he's violent. He goes through the night being really violent with any reason, any reason. So he represents nothing to me. Nothing. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Larissa, for your answer, for your speech.
Bom, agora a Mara tem uma pergunta para você também.
Yes, I do. Hello, Larissa. I have this question. Which are the most appealing Spider-Man characteristics to you, in your opinion?
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Yeah, sure. Which are the most appealing characteristics, I mean, Spider-Man's characteristics that appeal most to you? Traits of personality. Which ones do most appeal to you?
Thank you for the question. In my opinion, the most appeal characteristic is the empathy. The Spider-Man, all of the three ones, always are empathy with the violence, their family. Like, most of them say, oh, I will never show my identity to anybody because violence can come to take my family from me. I probably will put them in trouble. And they are always think about the people around them, not exactly just in himself. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Obrigada. Vamos lá, dando prosseguimento. Segundo a ordem do sorteio, a nossa próxima candidata é a Maria Eduarda Leico. Tudo bem, Maria Eduarda?
Sim, sim.
Pronta para começar seu discurso?
Yes.
So go ahead.
Okay, so before we went to this meeting, I was wondering, what do we need to do to be heroes? And does everyone already have a hero side? For me, a hero is a person that is never afraid to change the world and is brave, especially brave. So we don't need superpowers to be heroes. Only this quality. Actually, I guess we only need one single power. Have courage, always. As examples of heroes in the real life, have people like Greta Thunberg, Emma Watson, or Malala Yousafzai. Women that made a huge difference and inspired all of the world. Taking all these things into consideration, one wish that should be in the heart of everyone is to become more heroic day by day. Well, now I really would like to relate you a personal experience that I had thanks to your voice. It motivated me to do a very small research about each of them, and wow, I felt so inspired. I realized that when they were born, they were just normal girls like me, but when they grow up, they become world heroes. So that means that everyone here has the potential to be a nice hero. To finish, I will do two quotes of Emma Watson and Malala Yousafzai. Emma once said, books and cleverness that are more important than friendship and bravery. And Malala Yousafzai once said, we women were afraid, but our fear was not strong as our courage. And that was all. Thank you.
Obrigada, Maria Eduarda. A Lua tem uma pergunta para você.
Hello, Maria Eduarda. Thank you for your speech. Thank you for your speech. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Do you think that the pressure of our expectations helps to create a hero?
Well, normally with expectations, we idealize too much the heroes. And as other people said, we forget they're just humans. We need to understand they are not different from us. All of we are human. All of we have the same potential. But some people just can do it more easily than others. We cannot pressure them. Just let the things go naturally. Then the hero will be better.
Thank you.
Hi, Maria Eduarda. In your opinion, what experiences can make someone become a hero?
Maybe when they're in trouble or when they need to make a really hard choice. They need to think very well and plan the best decision to do, or maybe when they really want to help someone when very it's a very difficult situation that the person needs to act the better way he or she can.
Thank you very much.
Muito obrigada, Maria Eduarda. Obrigada aos nossos jurados pelas perguntas. Então, vamos dar prosseguimento. Está todo mundo acordado aí, né, pessoal? Ainda temos muitas coisas boas aí para acontecer, hein? Não saiam daí, por favor. Então, o nosso próximo candidato é o Otávio Augusto. Olá, Otávio, tudo bem?
Olá, tudo bem, sim.
Você consegue falar um pouquinho mais alto, Otávio?
Consigo, assim ficou bom?
Perfeito, Otávio. Pronto para começar?
Tô pronto, prontíssimo. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Otávio, and today I'm going to talk about your power, what you can do. Have you ever thought that the heroes aren't strong all the time? Yeah, I know this sounds a bit like weird, but I'll explain it for you. As time go by, many films and series are creating a lazy and conformed society. This is an immense issue that must be solved, or in the next 30 years, instead of having an evolution, we will be having a regression. We are seeing Marvel, or even DC movies, that the weak is saved by the strongs. But what are you really trying to say? The heroes are presented as strong and powerful people that for some reason have been blessed by God or something like that. But are the heroes like that? Batman, for example, doesn't have any power, but he's still considered a hero. So what is the true meaning of being a hero? They can be considered like people themselves for laziness and decide to change the world then. And with those big changes come real responsibilities. They put all the effort saving entire cities just for their techniques. And even so, they use the time left needed to make interviews, take care of them, and train for the next villain's appearance. And they do it perfectly. But is that true? The heroes are humans like us, so sometimes they fail. And this is normal. However, if every time that the heroes fail, there's no one to take care of the situation, then this will be a disaster. I will conclude that we need more heroes. As well as the heroes, the normal people can also do everything that the heroes do. And then you ask me, so why isn't everyone a hero? And then I say to you that the heroes are what they are because they took the lead and left for the comfort zone to change their ideals, make the difference in their lives. Then, what are you waiting for? You have all you need to be a hero. And nevertheless, you continue being a normal person, waiting for someone to save you. So, my answer for you is train. Use your intelligence. You can do it. You can be your hero.
Muito obrigada, Otávio. Deixa eu ver aqui quem quer fazer uma pergunta para o Otávio. Lécio.
Hey, Otávio. Hello. Out of the fictional superheroes around Marvel, DC, and etc., which one would you bring to life in order to help the world a little bit for a while, for one afternoon?
Okay. I guess I would like bring. Yeah, I really don't know. There are just like a lot of heroes. I guess they are like a group, but one. Okay. Don't know. My favorite is Batman, so probably I'll take him.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hey there, Otávio. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I have this question. What do you think of this growing tendency of featuring superheroes as humans? This humanization of superheroes. What do you think about it?
I guess this is great, like, because we can't expect too much from them. And then, in my opinion, they are heroes. So we need to have these like this thinking like they are humans, so sometimes they fail, and we need to help him. We need to become our heroes. Understand? So I think it's great. Great like thinking.
Okay, thank you, Otávio.
You're welcome.
Obrigada, pessoal. Então, vamos seguir aqui com a ordem do nosso sorteio e temos agora uma candidata, que é a Ana Beatriz dos Santos. Olá, Ana Beatriz, tudo bem?
Oi, tudo bem?
Preparada para compartilhar o seu discurso conosco? Então, go ahead.
My name is Ana Beatriz. I'm 17 years old, and I'm going to talk about we expect too much from our heroes. There's an old saying that goes like this: never meet your heroes. This proverb got more famous recently because of the awarded series The Boys on Amazon Prime Video. It unfortunately is still current because when we meet our heroes, we worship them too much and we expect them to be nice to all fans. But we get disappointed when they don't act like we expected. Also, a lot of celebrities disappoint fans every day, and sometimes the fans get their payback by canceling them on social media. The cancel culture is a world phenomenon that consists in a group of people exposing something bad that somebody did, and then the person gets canceled in social media, loses some fans and even jobs, like Will Smith after punching Chris Rock, or Carol Conká after what she did on Big Brother Brazil. The fans' disappointment requires a reflection about who we consider a hero and what we are willing to forgive, which is an important reflection considering the influence of the internet, digital influencers, and celebrities. That's it.
Ok, muito obrigada, Ana. Temos perguntas para a Ana. Deixa eu ver aqui. Lua.
Hello, Anna.
Hello.
Hello. So you mentioned the Will Smith punch and Carol Conká. I would like to know if sometimes an action like the Will Smith could be considered positive or heroic for someone else?
I think that depends on the action. Like Will Smith's punch. He was defending his wife, but that was not the right way to do it. But I think the consequences of on his life they were too much bad for him. And Chris Rock, his joke was not very funny, so they both are blamed. Will Smith shouldn't be punished because of it. At least not all the punishment that he's in.
Thank you.
Obrigada, Ana. Ana, o Lucas também tem uma pergunta para você.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
You talked about disappointment. What can we do when we disappoint ourselves?
We can reflect about what we have done and try to fix it. Say sorry for the people that we hurted, or trying to do something to make the person feel better.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Obrigada, pessoal. Bom, agora nós temos um candidato e ele se chama João Menezes. Tudo bem, João?
Hello. Good
Pronto
morning.
para apresentar o seu discurso, João?
Yes, I am.
Então, é com você.
Okay, so what do you think at first when you're presented with the word hero? Well, I feel like most of the younger audience here is thinking of characters like Superman or Batman, or the older folks are imagining influential figures such as Martin Luther King Jr. or George Washington. Well, that opens up a whole other argument. What should and should not be considered a hero? Well, the Oxford Dictionary defines hero as, quote, a person that's admired by many people for doing something brave or good. So technically, both the superheroes and notable real-world people count as valid answers. And to be completely honest, I think it sounds a bit weird to put fictional characters with superpowers and actual people in the same category. Those heroes were created with the intent of being idolized, with the power to do everything, and a good will so strong they wouldn't even dare to do anything wrong. But people are not made that way. Let's pick, for example, Nelson Mandela. Well, before you get worried, I don't think he did anything wrong per se. I'm just using him as an example. Mandela was a man considered to be the most important person in the fight against the segregationist and racist apartheid regime in South Africa. A lot of people from the whole world idolize him, and rightfully so. But with such a large following, people ended up expecting too much from him. And I'm sorry for diverging topics here, but I think it's important to note this. I know it sounds a bit strange, but human beings are just like ants. Each one of us has their own duty. If everyone puts in enough effort, we end up collaborating to a greater good, just like ants. No, Nelson Mandela wasn't able to completely end racism in South Africa, and it would have been impossible to complete such a feat, but he did his duty. We can't expect Nelson to do a thing on a scale so big it'd be comparable to what a superhero does, because he's human, like me and like you.
Muito obrigada, João. Bom, temos perguntas para o João, pessoal? Temos sim, já duas pessoas interessadas em perguntar para o João. Bom, Lua, é com você.
Hello, João. Thank you
Hello.
for your speech. Do you think that a hero, or we all as a society, we always serve a higher purpose on life?
What do you mean with that?
You mentioned that we are like ants.
Yeah.
And they have like a queen to serve.
Yeah.
So do you think that to be a hero you need to serve a higher purpose, like in your life?
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I think so. Because like you don't necessarily need to be a hero to collaborate to a greater good, but usually what heroes do is collaborate to that greater good. Like, for example, ending racism, ending world hunger, reducing, helping against climate change. Those are greater goods which heroes collaborate to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Obrigada. Lécio?
My question was kind of contemplated in Lua's answer. Hello. So let me change the focus a little bit. João, out of those causes that you mentioned, besides segregation that you mentioned during your speech, which one of them do you think is the most urgent to be solved?
Besides segregation, I think the most important one is social inequality, because we here, like we here are living a pretty comfortable life. Like we have computers, access to the internet, electricity, but like people in third world countries, like a big portion of people there don't have access to the comforts we take for granted here. So I feel like it's pretty urgent to fix that. I think these things that we consider essentials, we consider a big part of our lives, should be accessible to everyone. But right now, that's not the case.
Thank you very much, João.
Thank you.
Paula?
Obrigada, pessoal. Bom, nossa próxima candidata é a Mariana de Biasi. Mariana, está aqui conosco? Tudo bem? Mariana, consegue falar de novo, só para a gente testar seu microfone, que eu achei que quebrou um pouquinho o som.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Mariana, ready?
Yeah.
Over to you.
Okay, so hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Mariana, and I will talk about the thing we expect too much from our heroes. What are heroes? Well, heroes are people that give us inspiration, that give us motivation. A hero is a symbol of resilience. Every time they fall, they bounce back. They show us that we are capable. We see heroes as pillars that sustain us, the icons of society. They might be politicians or movement leaders, even football players that we place in the pedestal. Because people rely so much on them that they will blindly follow and give away their lives for them. And that's what I'm talking about. If this isn't expecting too much, then I don't know what it is. We expect that our icons, our idols, our heroes will help us solve all our problems. Isn't that what happens in every film? The violence attack and the heroes fight back to save the world. So if the theme of this year were a question, my answer would be yes, of course. So I would like to finish answering who are my heroes. But to give such a philosophical answer, justifying my choice would be a lie. I would have to think much more about it to reach a conclusion. So I will turn the game. Who are your heroes and why? That's it. Thank you.
Obrigada, Mariana. Bom, o Lucas tem uma pergunta para você.
Okay.
Hi, Mari.
Hi.
Mari, when can having a hero be a bad thing?
Well, when you have a hero, maybe in my perspective, you will have like this, you leave your problems to them so they can resolve. You think they will do everything for you, but it's not true. Like, you just expect too much from them. So that's the problem with having a hero for me.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Obrigada. A Mara também tem uma pergunta para você, Mariana.
Yes, hello, Mariana.
Hello.
Yeah, my question is, what do you think about this? What's the importance of having heroes of your own nationality? I mean, what's the importance, in your case, of having Brazilian heroes or heroines?
Yeah, okay. So I think having like a Brazilian hero, for example, in some way it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like a movement leader that, I don't know, a Brazilian movement leader would be a good thing. Like, it's a icon, so people will rely on them. But in that way that becomes extreme, like maybe we can see in our like politicians here in Brazil, it's an extreme thing. So I think it's just not so good, but in the same way, it's pretty good. So that's my opinion.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Muito obrigada, pessoal. Todo mundo aí animado e acordado ainda. Lembre-se, ainda tem muita coisa boa, temos muitas emoções pela frente. E a nossa próxima candidata é a Isadora Martins. Tudo bem, Isadora?
Oi, tudo bem?
Preparada para compartilhar o seu discurso conosco?
Sim, obrigada.
Então, é com você, Isadora.
Obrigada. I do not like heroes. They make too much noise in the world. The more radiant their glory, the more odious they are, as once said Voltaire. That sounds a little harsh, right? But he's not completely wrong. The word hero comes from Greek heros, and it means protector, defender. Once, this word was mainly used to refer to the mythological heroes, demigods, children of mortals and gods who performed heroic acts. A few examples of these heroes are Heracles, Achilles, Perseus, Orpheus, and if you look apart from mythology, even Jesus. But the idea we have of heroes now is different from then. A hero is a person you admire, that inspires you, and that you aspire to be like. When I first heard of the theme, I asked my best friend who her hero was. At first, she said she didn't have any, but after giving it some thought, corrected herself and responded her favorite writer, Sylvia Plath. Now, Sylvia is also one of my favorite writers, and her books mean a lot to me. But she was suicidal. She attempted against her life several times until she succeeded. I guess what I'm trying to say is, while achievements can be legendary or heroic, the person behind them is always human, with faults and weaknesses. But society seems to have difficulty in dividing a person from what they achieve. We idolize our heroes without the recognition of their humanity. When you hold someone to such a high level of respect and put them on a pedestal, we're bound to seeing their realizations, not their shortcomings. In a way, we have invented the heroism of our heroes. The burden of our illusions must also be ours. Thank you.
Muito obrigada, Isadora. Então, agora temos duas perguntas dos nossos jurados. E o primeiro a perguntar é o Lécio.
I hope I don't steal Lua's question. Wait a minute. Isadora. I must say I like Sylvia Plath too. What do you most admire in her works?
I think it's very admirable the way she talks about feminism, especially because she was born in like 1960s and in a time where the things she said weren't being said. She was a first in many ways, and also like the way she expresses her words are just so beautiful. I think, I mean, her poetry are likely my favorite works, and she's because she had a very rough life, given she also killed herself, and it's very unfortunate. But I think that the way she expressed her feelings in words, it's very beautiful.
Thank you, Isadora. Lua, it's on you.
Thank you. Thank you, Isadora, for your speech. What do you think that why we as human beings have the need to create heroes?
Thank you for your question. So I think that we have this need to be saved. Sometimes we think that we can't do anything for ourselves to save us, so we expect someone else to come and do that for us. A lot of people believe they don't have a voice to change the world. And that's something we really should change, because everybody can do something to help yourselves. We can be our own heroes, and we can be someone else's heroes as well. We don't have to wait for someone to come and help us, because that's something we can do. But we have this idea that a hero needs to be someone perfect and flawless. And since we know that we are humans that are flawless, we say, oh no, because I can't do that. I mean, I'm just me and they're so perfect. But actually, the people that are making a change in our world are humans, and they have flaws, but they're using their voice to change. Thank you.
Thank you.
Obrigada, pessoal. Bom, nossa próxima candidata agora é Elaine Cristina. Já estou vendo a Elaine aqui na tela. Tudo bem, Elaine?
Oi, tudo bem?
Preparada, Elaine?
Ah, não.
Ok, Elaine. Over to you. Gostei da sinceridade, Elaine. Mas tenho certeza que você vai arrasar. Vamos lá.
Thank you. Okay, welcome everyone. I am Elaine, and the topic today is we expect too much from our heroes. So, I think when we expect too much from our heroes, we learn a hard and a difficult lesson, frustration. This happens because nobody is perfect. We are human beings, and sometimes we make mistakes. Therefore, we can't create considerable expectations about anyone, including ourselves. If something bad happens, it's so easy to put the guilt in another person. So you need to learn to assume our decisions and our responsibilities. For example, imagine a person who loves to spend all the money that she earns per month without control. At the end of the month, she expects help from her father. But her father, who has always helped her, just that month can't cooperate. So whose fault is it? Another situation is when we construct a politician as an untouchable person who never does anything wrong and who always has the best solution to our problems. And we are waiting for the magic solution, but it never came. Why not? Because who can change our reality is ourselves. In conclusion, if I want to change my future, I need to plant a good seed now and stop waiting for the government, for the other person, for my hero. We need to trust in our potential, in God, in our country, and work for our dream to come true. Have a self-driving force, because it's so difficult to find someone to push you to step up. So do your best. Thank you.
Muito obrigada, Elaine. Então, agora a Elaine vai responder a duas perguntas dos nossos jurados. Já estou vendo aqui o Lucas com a mãozinha levantada. Lucas, over to you.
Hi, Elaine, and thank you for your speech.
Hello, thank you.
Elaine, how can we teach future generations to expect less from their heroes?
I think when we, for example, at a school, when we learn different kinds of subjects, like music, like art, like dance, like, I don't know, sports, you learn to develop yourself, to develop your respect and your limits. So I think you learn a lot when you practice something different than just other subjects like math, Portuguese, that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you for your answer.
Então, a Mara tem uma pergunta para você também, Elaine.
Okay.
Hey there, Elaine.
Hello.
Okay, my question is, how important is it for you to rely on a hero's attributes or features to overcome your own frustrations?
Frustrations. This is complicated. I think we don't to create a considerable expectations about anyone. Like I said in my speech, I think you need to develop more your ideas, respect the different opinions, thinking about the different realities, and try to do the best for everybody. So when you expect too much from anybody, sometimes it is so hard, and it is a difficult situation. So I think you need to learn about yourself first.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ok, muito obrigada, pessoal. Dando prosseguimento e seguindo a ordem do nosso sorteio, temos agora uma candidata que é a Maria Eduarda Assunção. Tudo bem, Maria Eduarda?
Oi, tudo bem?
Preparada?
Sim.
Então, é com você, Maria.
Hi, my name is Maria Eduarda, and today I'll be talking about how we expect too much from our heroes. But first, what is a hero? For me, a hero is someone who does good things for society and inspires people to be better. As you know, everyone has a hero. It can be your idol, your mom, a comic superhero, you name it. We admire and love them so dearly that sometimes we forget they're humans too. They're capable of failing. We put too much expectation and faith that we make them carry a huge burden only because of their achievements platform, the good things that they did, the people that they inspired. For example, imagine you're the biggest Ellen DeGeneres fan, only to find out that she treats people out of her circle badly. Would you be okay with the idea of meeting her and having her treating you badly? I don't think so. Moving on, society tends to put their heroes on a pedestal. And just like when we get our heads down for a test and still fail, we get frustrated when we create a whole extraordinary personality for our heroes. So when your hero messes up a little, try to understand. Try to be on their shoes and think, would I proceed the same way? On the other hand, if your hero does something that has a huge negative impact on society, you cannot be silent. Speak up. After all, they owe you nothing. In fact, sometimes they don't even know who you are. I'd like to finish by saying that we cannot expect too much from our heroes. They're humans too. They can be big-headed. They can be rude sometimes. They can have bad days. Who knows? So try to admire your hero without defying it. Because in the end of the day, they're not only heroes, but humans, just like us. Thank you.
Muito obrigada, Maria Eduarda. Então, agora temos as duas perguntas dos nossos jurados. E já vejo aqui que o Lécio tem uma pergunta para você.
Hello, Maria Eduarda. Good morning. Maria Eduarda, has any of your heroes, and I am including in my question idols, ever disappointed you in any ways?
As far as I'm concerned, not yet. But if a hero of mine did something bad or made a huge mistake and influenced people to do not admirable things and things that will harm in any possible way society or people around them, I would definitely review my admiration for them and think if I would still be a fan of them, would still have them as a hero or not.
Thank you. Lua?
Obrigada. A Lua também tem uma pergunta, Maria.
Hello, Maria Eduarda. Thank you for your speech. When you turn your hero to a human person, can you accept the flaws and everything that makes him or her human?
Thank you for your question. And in my opinion, what makes a hero is having flaws, but still being a good person and trying to overcome them and be an inspiration for everybody. So for me, my personal heroes have flaws. Of course, they're humans just like me. And by that, I still admire and love them because I make mistakes too. They make mistakes. We are capable of failing. We are not perfect. So of course, it's really important to accept your hero as they are because they're not, as I said, they're not only heroes, they're humans too. So through that, by that, I admire them even though they have flaws. Thank you.
Thank you.
Obrigada, pessoal. Então, agora temos a última candidata dessa categoria 6, segundo a ordem do nosso sorteio, e ela é a Lívia Carvalho. Tudo bem, Lívia?
Tudo bem.
Preparada para compartilhar seu discurso conosco?
Ready, Freddy.
Okay, over to you, Lívia.
So, good morning, everyone. According to Leonardo da Vinci, obsessed with the divine anatomy of the human body, the natural desire of a good man is knowledge. And knowledge of the past and of places on earth is the ornament and food of the mind of man. That's what I call hero. I mean, we are all souls controlling an admirable technology and the greatest machine ever made, the human body. And our biggest bat to save the world is in yourselves. Besides, ask and ask more and over and over and as many times as it takes. Read books, articles, even fairy tales. Just read and study. Study physics and mathematics as much as you hate it and try to understand the world in the most fun way. Spread the knowledge and enjoy it. And never, never forget to use your heart, the center of your emotions, because all our know-how starts with feelings. And what does my hero do that I cannot? Well, this is going to be a piece of cake. Without this latest knowledge, we won't be able to transform the world. So don't forget to feed your old friend, the organ inside the head that controls thought, memory, feelings, and activity. It's always a pleasure to mention you in a conversation, brain. And of course, the most wonderful thing is that no one can take my hero away from me. I mean, no one can steal anything I have learned. Furthermore, it's never too much. Intelligence is jack of all trades. Take my word for it. Finally, do we really expect too much from our heroes? Yes, we do, and we must be ambitious. We hope that everything we know and discover is just a small fraction of everything the world can teach us, and that's more than perfect. Now, it's up to you. Carry your hero along with you and use it for the good of future. Thanks.
Obrigada, Lívia. Então, agora a Lívia vai responder 2 perguntas dos nossos jurados. Mara, o que você tem a perguntar para a Lívia?
Hello, Lívia.
Hello,
my question is it possible for people to promote their own inner changes without relying on a hero or a heroine?
Yes, is it? Because
and how?
Well, about above of all culture and culture. If we talk about people from other countries, or we talk about, as a good example, child. If you look at a child that is growing up in the present, they can teach us how to deal with problems without knowing it. I mean, they growing up in the period that is happening a lot of things. And sometimes we don't know how to deal with it, but they know, they do. And most of them don't know how, and this more fun thing. They can learn with child, we can learn about other people's, we can learn with family. And this is more important thing, because I think it's like talking with people is a good point to deal with problems without being a hero properly.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome.
Obrigada. O Lucas também tem uma pergunta, Lívia.
Hi, Lívia.
Hello.
Thank you for your speech. Lívia, when should we teach children to have heroes?
Sorry, could you repeat the question, please?
Sure. When should we teach children to have heroes?
Okay, because they are the future, and we hope a lot. When you talk about future, we hope that everything can be fixed. So when you talk about we expect too much from our heroes, I think about children, because they are the future. So at the beginning, we should start with them.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Muito obrigada, pessoal. Bom, gente, eu só tenho a dizer que vocês simplesmente arrasaram, né? Que discursos incríveis, parabéns, assim, independentemente de qualquer resultado, vocês estão na semifinal da 8ª edição do Your Voice, vocês estão falando em público, em inglês, com desenvoltura, então, assim, parabéns, parabéns e parabéns, tá, pessoal? Bom, eu agora vou liberar os nossos jurados e as nossas juradas para que eles possam deliberar sobre quem vai para a final, né? Não queria estar na pele desses jurados, dessas juradas, porque eu tenho certeza que a missão é muito difícil, né? Enquanto eles e elas se reúnem lá para essa difícil missão, o público vai escolher o seu candidato ou a sua candidata, né, favorito ou favorita, aqui da categoria 6. Estamos colocando no chat de novo o link de votação e vocês têm 1 minuto para votar. Lembrem-se que esse link não é clicável, então vocês podem copiar e colar no seu navegador ou ir direto e digitar o link que está aí no chat, tudo bem? E aí vou reforçar que o candidato ou a candidata que ganhar pelo voto popular vai receber um reader digital da NetGeo, que é um livro digital em inglês relacionado ao nível de inglês desta categoria, tá bom? E lembrando que o prêmio dessa categoria, que é Audience Choice, não tem relação com a passagem para a semifinal. Se por acaso essa pessoa também for um dos 3 nomes anunciados pelos jurados, aí sim, vai ganhar duplamente. Além de ser a escolha do público, também será um dos nomes que vão para a nossa grande final, tá? Enquanto vocês votam, deixa eu contar um pouco mais sobre as próximas fases da competição. Como vocês sabem, como eu já falei aqui algumas vezes, hoje serão anunciados os 3 nomes da categoria 5 e da categoria 6 que irão para a grande final. E lá vocês encontrarão mais 3 candidatos que estão vindo de outra semifinal, tá? Todas as fases do concurso são online e vocês podem sempre acompanhar aqui nesta mesma plataforma, tá? Todos os candidatos e todas as candidatas participantes desse evento receberão um certificado de participação. Esses certificados estarão disponíveis no site do Your Voice, que eu vou repetir aqui, que é o yourvoice, tudo junto, www.culturainglesa.com.br, né? E os candidatos e as candidatas que ganharem também o prêmio de Audience Choice receberão tanto o certificado, né, por esse prêmio, e o reader da NetGeo por e-mail. Então, nesse caso, pessoal, fiquem atentos aos seus e-mails, tudo bem? E aproveito para lembrar sobre os super prêmios que nós teremos na nossa grande final. Os candidatos e candidatas que chegarem até a final do concurso, que será no dia 27 de novembro, então, save the date, guardem essa data aí com muito carinho, né, porque será a nossa grande final. Esses candidatos e essas candidatas estarão concorrendo a uma bolsa de estudos integral da cultura inglesa, além da isenção total em um exame de Cambridge, né? Além disso, o discurso vai ser divulgado no podcast ou webinars da cultura inglesa. Então, bora se preparar, afiar o seu discurso e levar sua torcida para lá. Lembrem-se que nós temos algo inédito nessas semifinais. Os candidatos e as candidatas que forem anunciados e anunciadas hoje, que passarão para a final, receberão um feedback personalizado dos nossos jurados e das nossas juradas, para que eles possam aprimorar ainda mais para participar dessa grande final, tá? E aí, vocês estão aí na expectativa? Eu estou super, gente. Eu estou aqui, tenho que confessar que eu estou um pouquinho tensa, né? E enquanto os nossos jurados e as nossas juradas terminam de deliberar para você os resultados, eu vou mostrar para vocês um vídeo da Cultura Inglesa Paraisópolis, que é um projeto social muito importante e que está fazendo a diferença na comunidade de Paraisópolis, em São Paulo, tá? Então, fiquem ligados aí no nosso vídeo para vocês conhecerem um pouquinho mais sobre esse projeto social tão bonito e tão importante para a cultura inglesa e para a comunidade de Paraisópolis.
Olá! Hoje eu vou falar sobre um projeto que nos orgulha e nos realiza muito na cultura inglesa. Essa unidade foi concebida para atender apenas os moradores da comunidade, de forma 100% gratuita, apenas alunos bolsistas. Uma unidade padrão cultura inglesa.
Quando eu fiquei sabendo da oportunidade, eu fui uma das primeiras a fazer o cadastro já para tentar a sorte, graças a Deus eu consegui.
E aí tinha vaga para adulto também, né? Aí começou eu, minha esposa, minhas duas filhas, a mais velha e a do meio. Desde então, todos nós estamos aqui.
Foi um elemento incrível aqui na comunidade.
Oferecendo cursos de inglês com a nossa excelência acadêmica, com professores cultura inglesa e com atendimento humanizado e individualizado, que são nossas características, aqui com um acompanhamento especial dos alunos. Estamos ensinando, mas estamos também aprendendo. No início da pandemia, nós tínhamos cerca de 1.300 alunos aqui em Paraisópolis. Quando tivemos que mudar rapidamente o presencial para o remoto, achávamos que muitos alunos não conseguiriam continuar, por falta de acesso à internet, sem computador, espaço adequado.
O primeiro dia foi online. Aí, não sabia entrar na aula e meu irmão entrou para mim, né? Ele me ajudou.
Foi complicado o começo, né? Aí foi passando o tempo, a gente vai se adaptando.
Grande parte dos alunos aqui de Paraisópolis conseguiram achar meios para continuar seu estudo conosco, mesmo no remoto. Uma grande e bela demonstração de capacidade de viabilização, de perseverança. Foi um aprendizado para nós. E agora retomamos aqui em Paraisópolis com o ensino presencial.
E às vezes a internet fica ruim, não dá para falar, aí presencial dá para falar pessoalmente.
Os resultados até aqui também vêm nos surpreendendo. Tivemos uma alta retenção em 2020, acima de 90%, e uma média de 92% de presença.
Uma grande lição também que a gente aprende todo dia aqui é o esforço que essas pessoas fazem.
O inglês, para mim, vai abrir possibilidades. Por isso que a gente tem que valorizar, tem que ir pra aula, tem que praticar.
A cultura abriu isso, tipo, abriu essa porta, olha, você tem essa oportunidade, você consegue.
Esse é um grande valor, eles podem sonhar.
Quero trabalhar com muita arte, sabe? Com disposição.
Os resultados até aqui na unidade Paraisópolis nos fazem ter uma certeza ainda maior de que vale muito a pena investir em projetos sociais e nos traz um sentimento muito bom ao cumprir nossa missão e gerar um impacto social relevante através da educação.
Obrigado, Cultura Inglesa.
Bom, pessoal, como eu já imaginava, nossos jurados e nossas juradas estão enfrentando uma missão bem complicada, né, para escolher os nomes que vão para a grande final. Então, eles vão precisar de um pouquinho mais de tempo. E, por esse motivo, nós vamos para um breve intervalo. E aí vocês aproveitam para relaxar um pouco, esticar braços e pernas, tomar uma aguinha, um café, para quem gosta de café, tá? Mas não saiam daí, fiquem ligados aqui, porque nós vamos voltar bem rapidinho mesmo, tudo bem? Então, vamos para um breve intervalo e vejo vocês daqui a pouquinho para o momento mais emocionante dessa nossa semifinal, que é o anúncio dos nomes que irão para a grande final e também os nomes escolhidos pelo nosso público. Tudo bem? Até breve, pessoal! Olá, pessoal, estamos de volta para o nosso grande anúncio. Então, agora eu vou passar a palavra para os nossos jurados e juradas, né? Inicialmente, eu vou chamar o nosso jurado Lucas Rigonato, que vai começar a fazer os anúncios.
Oi, gente, que manhã maravilhosa, né? Não sei vocês, mas eu tô aqui emocionado e me emocionei em vários momentos. Eu sou professor na Cultura, professor de inglês, e eu acho que a única sensação possível agora é orgulho, né? Orgulho de ver nossos estudantes aqui, pessoas que estão, por meio da língua inglesa, criando sentido para o mundo, né? Criando sentido para as coisas que estão acontecendo. E quando a gente cria sentido, a gente se transforma, não é? A gente percebe eventos, percebe tópicos, e aí a gente acha que vem para a cultura inglesa só para aprender inglês, né? Só para aprender inglês. Mas, na verdade, o que está acontecendo é a gente está se tornando pessoas novas, né? A gente está se transformando todo dia. E foi muito bom perceber isso no discurso de todos vocês, né? Na amplitude dos exemplos que vocês utilizaram. Obviamente, a gente foi de Spider-Man, né? A Nelson Mandela aqui, a Sylvia Plath, e eu acho isso fantástico, mostra o quão lidas e lidos vocês estão do mundo, né? E quão curiosas vocês são. E também na profundidade das interpretações, porque os eventos estão aí para todo mundo, né? O mesmo evento que a gente vê é o que o colega, a pessoa ao lado vê. O que faz a diferença, a gente já viu esse meme aí no Instagram, né? A gente não vê as coisas como elas são, a gente vê as coisas como a gente é. E o que faz diferença, portanto, é a interpretação que a gente lança sobre esses eventos, sobre essas histórias, sobre essas narrativas e sobre toda a ideia de termos heróis, né? Essas são minhas palavras para vocês. Parabéns, viu? Vocês são, assim, incríveis, maravilhosas. Assim, esse é um evento que eu tenho certeza que vocês vão guardar na memória para o resto da vida e espero que com muito carinho, porque isso aqui é incrível, viu? E aí eu vou passar agora para o meu amigo Lécio, porque ele vai anunciar o prêmio do público. Lécio, é contigo.
Olá, bom dia a todos, todas, and everything in between. Eu vou anunciar as pessoas da categoria 5 e 6 que vão levar para casa um NetGeo, um reader da NetGeo, pelo fato de terem sido escolhidos pela audiência. E essas pessoas são, na categoria 5, Marisa de Paula Mendes, congratulations. E na categoria 6, Mariana de Biasi Silvestre Silva. Congratulations for both of you, para vocês duas. E agora eu passo a palavra para Mara Fabiano.
Obrigada, Alessio. Então, pessoal, boa tarde. Meu nome é Mara, sou professora da Cultura Inglesa no Rio de Janeiro. Eu gostaria de, antes de anunciar os vencedores da categoria 5, agradecer a participação de todos e elogiar o senso crítico, né, o escopo, a variedade que vocês apontaram aqui nas suas apresentações e a coragem de participar, né, a proatividade também de participar de um evento dessa magnitude dentro do nosso universo, né? Parabéns a todos, e foi realmente uma decisão assim, bem complexa, né? Selecionar entre tantos candidatos qualificados 3 nomes, mas nós temos aqui a nossa lista, vamos lá, tá? Parabéns a todos e obrigada pela participação. Então, na categoria 5, nós ficamos com a Júlia Lucena Mandarino, ficamos com a Maria Beatriz Boris Campos e com a Marisa de Paula Mendes, ok? E agora eu vou passar para a Lua, que ela vai anunciar os vencedores da categoria 6. Muito obrigada.
Olá, todo mundo. Também queria reforçar as palavras dos meus colegas e agradecer muito a participação de todos. É muito importante esses discursos, muito importante essa coragem de vir falar em inglês, em outra língua. E a gente sempre se surpreende muito com a habilidade que vocês têm de oratória, de articular uma ideia. de trazer uma questão para além do próprio tema. E nisso estamos todos muito orgulhosos. Vou anunciar agora vencedores da categoria 6, serão, e lembrando sempre que foi muito próximo, assim, então a gente foi tentando pegar cada detalhezinho para poder tirar mesmo esses 3 nomes. E os nomes são Isadora Ordini, Lívia Carvalho e Maria Eduarda Assunção. Lembrando que eles não estão em ordem de pontuação nem nada, e são esses 3 nomes. Muito parabéns. E muito obrigado a todos que participaram. Volto para a Paula.
Ai, gente, que missão difícil, hein? E, assim, corroboro tudo o que vocês comentaram aqui, né, sobre a participação de todo mundo, sobre a importância desse evento, sobre o quão vencedores e vencedoras todos e todas aqui já são de verdade, gente. Parece clichê, mas não é, né? Quantas pessoas vocês conhecem que têm coragem de participar de um evento, né, como Mara disse, dessa magnitude, falar aqui em público, numa língua que não é a sua língua materna, né, e participando de uma competição, porque é uma competição, né? Então, não é nada fácil, vocês já são pessoas mais do que especiais por estarem aqui, de verdade, tá? Então, eu espero que todo mundo tenha curtido bastante. Gostaria de agradecer aos nossos jurados, às nossas juradas também, ao nosso timekeeper, Alexandre, Fernanda, né? E especialmente a nossa plateia que interagiu conosco durante toda essa semifinal, torceu, votou, né, no seu candidato, na sua candidata favoritos. Então, de novo, espero que vocês tenham curtido bastante. Eu, pelo menos, curti muito, também me emocionei. E fiquem ligados aqui na nossa plataforma. Confiram a nossa agenda de apresentações no menu da sua lateral esquerda, porque tem apresentação o dia todo por aqui, né? E é muito discurso inspirador para a gente ouvir, pessoal. Então, confiram a programação, esperamos vocês nesse dia aí que é tão importante para a cultura inglesa, né, com essa 8ª edição do nosso Your Voice. Então, tchau, tchau e até breve.